This week, Gabe Daniel will bring us another episode of GGR. Andrew Gibson has the scoop about the canned food drive, and Trent Ellison will be reviewing the game Sword and Shield. On GGR this week, Gabe will be catching up with Mr. Langrot and talking to him about this year's wrestling season.
Wrestling season's finally underway as they began practices, and there's a new girls program this year for all of Keisha. I caught up with Coach Langrot to see what it's all about. So tell me about the girls program this year.
This will be the first year it will be officially sanctioned by Keisha. We've had a girls tournament for the last 3 years, but this will be the first time it's sanctioned. I'm really excited about it, looking forward. We've got about 10 girls that are out right now, and they're working real hard. There were 35 additional colleges that added girls wrestling to the program this year, plus the ones that already had it. It's one of the fastest growing sports in America. And it doubled in Missouri the year that they sanctioned it. So we're looking, hopefully in Kansas, that we will double the number of girls we had last year. So I'm really excited about it, see how it's going to play out. These girls are working pretty hard, and we will be at the state tournament.
And why was it created?
Well, it was created because all the interest in it over the past few years. It's really growing rapidly in the kids programs too. They've got a lot of states have already had state tournaments for girls for a lot of years. Oklahoma's added it. They've had it up north for quite a while. And, of course, the kids programs, USA's Kids, have got their own tournaments now for girls.
And what are you looking forward to most about it?
Just that Mulvany's going to get to take the experience and start building a program like we built the boys program, and just looking forward to a good future for them.
And just a question for both programs. What expectations do you have set for this season?
I'm really looking forward to this season. We've got all but 3 starters back from last year, so we're going to have a lot of experience on the mat. We've got a returning state finalist with Chadwick Stahl, and we've got several others that, came real close to making it to the state tournament last year, and I'm expecting big things out of these kids this year.
And which of the wrestlers have stepped up to be leaders?
Oh, my seniors are doing a good job leading right now. Chadwick Stahl, of course, leads by example, so we've got a lot of good leaders, I think, and we'll be all right in that category.
And what's the biggest goal you have set for this season?
Oh, I would like to see 3 or 4 of our girls medal at the state tournament, and I'd like to see 5 or 6 of our guys medal.
That's all for me, Gabe Daniel, KCAT News.
This week, Andrew will be filling us in about the canned food drive.
Hey, I'm Andrew Gibson. Now, if you're like me, you're probably pretty excited to fill up your tummy with some grubby on Thanksgiving. Now, what if I told you you could jumpstart that Thanksgiving break by a whole hour? That's right. If the entire student body brings 3,000 cans, and we get to get out an hour early on Tuesday.
You can bring all non-perishable items, so soup cans, cans of fruit and vegetables, ramen noodles, anything non-perishable. We'll split the food between the First Baptist Church and the St. Michael's Catholic Church here in town. It's important to help the community and realize that we're more than just Mulvane High School, that all the families are interconnected, and that, some people are struggling and they need that extra help. And if you're able to give, then you should give. That should just be part of being a community.
Now, we've all got those cans of cream corn just sitting in our pantry. So if you want to start your vacation early and help out some kids, then bring your cans today.
Thanks, Andrew. On The Critic, Trent will be reviewing the new game Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Critic. I'm your host, Trenton Ellison. This week, I will be going over the recent release of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. This is a new generation of Pokemon introduced on a main console. Now, this is the first time a main game, I'm not talking about the Let's Go or those other games like Coliseum. This is the first time a mainline game has been introduced to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game has a lot of really cool stuff like Dynamaxing, Gigantamaxing, and the visuals are probably one of the best things about this game. And I love all the other stuff too, like Galarian forms. I think it's really cool to take older generation Pokemon and changing them up a little bit. And I think my favorite one is probably Dragapult. That one's a cool one. Now, this is an amazing game, and if you have a Nintendo Switch, I would definitely recommend this game. Now, overall, I'd have to give this game an 8.5 Pokeballs out of 10. That's all for this week. Trenton Ellison, KCAT News.
That's it for this week's episode. Be sure to come back next week and watch our segment about Capture the Turkey. And don't forget to come out tonight and watch the musical The Addams Family. Thanks for watching KCAT.